Good morning, dreamers. This is going to be another really short one. So, yesterday everything went well. I had a good day. I worked out. I ate well. I drank enough water. But despite all of that, I had a day where I was pretty anxious, and I did feel some depression, and it got too intense. So I went to bed really early. I meant to just take a nap, but you know how that goes. And I laid down at about 5 o'clock, thinking I'd just lay down for a second and pet my kitties. But then I woke up at around 10 o'clock, decided just to keep sleeping, and I started having dreams pretty early, like shortly after I laid down. I remember dreaming about being at a grocery store and buying a whole bunch of toilet bowl cleaners or something. It looked like a toilet bowl cleaner, but I don't think it was. Anyway, that's all that dream was just at a grocery store checking things out, and I was just buying like cleaning supplies or something. And then I had a couple of other dreams here and there. I don't remember any of those dreams until I get to the dream that I had this morning. And that was just this, like, imagine the scene was, I felt like it was every single incredible natural feature that Oregon has. And Oregon, we have mountains, we have deserts and valleys, we have the coast, we have rainforest, we've got just so much diversity in our landscapes. And this was like if you took all of that and put it into one area. It was beautiful, it was amazing. In the center of it was this cracked desert floor, and there was a few abandoned like old western buildings here and there that were falling apart and kind of like turning back into dust. And then behind the town, it was just trees and trees for as long as you could see. That was that like rainforest. And then to the east, I believe, was mountains, and it was just these. There were so many mountains for one, and they looked something otherworldly. And then if you turned around facing opposite to that, it went out and dropped off. Like there was a cliff, and there was like this path that kind of like led down on the side of the cliff and descended down into what I had a knowing was the river and water, and hard to explain because dream logic, but it was a big roaring river, but it was also the ocean, like the ocean. And then if you kept turning left, it was just out into the sunset, and it was just this endless desert. And part of what made this really magical looking was at the edge of the desert, when like up against where the mountainous range started and up where the forest started, it just abruptly stopped. It was crackly desert and then super green grass and wildflowers, just no fade. It was really cool. And my view in this dream was kind of everywhere. It was like around, above, and then like through some buildings, or maybe like up a tree or through a hole. It was kind of everywhere. I wasn't flying over the dream and looking out over a landscape. And I felt like I wasn't in the dream. I felt like I was the dream. I felt like I was every rock. I felt like I was every little grain of sand. I don't know how to explain this in real life. There aren't any comparable feelings in waking life, so I don't have the words to explain this. I mean, I wasn't something in the dream, and I wasn't an inanimate object. I've had dreams where I am like a cup or something, I wasn't a cloud. I have had a dream where I was a cloud before. That perspective is interesting. I've had a dream where I was like other things, or I was other, like, I was happenings. But in this dream, I wasn't nothing. I was everything. I guess I can't really explain it. Hope that kind of gives you some sort of an idea. It was an amazing feeling. I've never felt so connected with a dream before. It was one of the most beautiful feelings I've ever felt in waking life or in dream state, because it was so endless, and it was so calm, and so... The word death keeps coming up, and I feel like if I say that, it's gonna have a certain judgment placed on it. But death, 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 death. Is that what dying feels like? Maybe that's what my subconscious is trying to rationalize the feeling of... Sorry, someone's calling me. Maybe that was my subconscious trying to rationalize thoughts about death and where we go in the afterlife, because I don't even know if we really have souls. I don't know if I believe in an afterlife, really. I don't even know if I really believe in souls. Something I contemplate a lot is death, and where we go, or if we don't go anywhere, what happens to all the minerals that were, all this stuff, and maybe this stuff, what happens to the listener? I don't know. Existential OCD playing out in my dreams, I guess. And usually that kind of thing does cause me a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of excitement. But in this dream, it was beyond calm. There was no anxiety to make calm a thing. Does that make sense? There was no contrast in my feelings, in my existence, in my taking in of the dream. I felt no contrast of anything. So there was, and I can't say nothing either, because there would need to be something to contrast that to be nothing. This dream blew my mind. So, okay, well, that's it. I can't even explain the lucidity level in this dream. This dream was different. It was strange. Very interesting. I've been having a very interesting time in the last 3 or 4 days with dreams, feeling like this stuff is really picking up. Having new experiences. Okay, guys. Happy lucid dreaming. And did you dream? Did you dream last night, or did you dream this week? If you did, will you leave it in the comments so I can read it? I want to hear about your dreams. Okay. See you guys later.